Miami in July. I mean, usually that means beaches and cold drinks.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But for this deep dive, it means a sweltering, high-stakes, tactical chess match. We are looking at the highly anticipated 2026 World Cup quarterfinal. We've got Thomas Tuchel's pragmatic England, and they're trying to survive Ståle Solbakken giant-slaying Norway. So, okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah, to really understand how this game will play out for you, I mean, you have to look at what these two teams just survived to get here. The physical disparity is just, well, it's massive right now.
Right, because England just barely survived that brutal 3-2 win against Mexico. And they did it the hardest way possible, right?
Oh, yeah.
Playing at high altitude in Mexico City and surviving down a man for nearly half the game after Jarell Quansah's red card.
It's just brutal.
So going from the thin air of Mexico City to the heavy, oppressive humidity of Miami, that is basically like running a marathon in the mountains and then, immediately stepping into a sauna.
It's a physiological nightmare.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Norway is riding this incredible wave. I mean, they just stunned 5-time champions. There was Brazil 2-1. Plus, they've had 5 full days of rest.
Wow. 5 days.
Yeah, and that freshness gap pretty much dictates the whole match tempo. England is exhausted, so they have to play this low-risk, conservative possession game just to conserve energy.
So a lot of passing around the back.
Right. They will rely on a double pivot. That means Declan Rice and Elliot Anderson are going to sit side by side right in front of the defense. They act like a shield, so the rest of the team doesn't have to constantly sprint back and forth.
But wait, I mean, playing a slow game against Norway seems like a terrible idea. Because if England turns the ball over, Norway's transition offense is just lethal. They immediately launch those quick, direct counterattacks.
Oh, absolutely. Especially with their physical size up front.
Right, because Alexander Sørloth is winning, over 8 aerial duels a match? And Erling Haaland already has 7 goals in the tournament.
Exactly. It is terrifying for any defense. Haaland's sheer gravity on the pitch, it completely changes how opponents have to play.
So I'm stuck on this one thing. If Haaland is the main threat, why doesn't England just, command their center backs to drop deep and shadow him all game?
Well, they could, but that creates a chain reaction.
Yeah.
Haaland acts like a tactical black hole.
Yeah.
His physical threat is so immense that he literally pulls opposing defenders out of their assigned zones just to cover him.
Right, they panic and swarm him.
Yeah, and that warps the entire shape of England's defense.
Oh, I see. So if the defense drops back to double-team Haaland, the midfield stretches out, and suddenly their playmaker, Martin Ødegaard, has this massive pocket of space to operate in.
What's fascinating here is how Norway's wingers use that exact dynamic. Take Antonio Nusa out wide, for example.
Okay.
Because Quansah is suspended, England's makeshift right back, which is probably going to be Ezri Konsa, is going to be totally isolated. Nusa will drag Konsa wide to feed Haaland.
Which forces the English center backs to shift over and cover right.
Yeah. Exactly. And that is exactly what opens up those central pockets for Ødegaard to pull the strings.
Okay, so if Norway is packing the midfield to feed Ødegaard and Haaland, that means England is going to hit a brick wall when they try to counter. How does an exhausted team actually break through a rigid defensive block like that?
Well, England will have to rely on their own specific tactical workarounds to manufacture chances.
Yeah.
Harry Kane, who has 6 goals so far, actually drops deep into the midfield.
Oh, right, to draw them out.
Yeah, by doing that, he drags those Norwegian defenders out of their rigid shape.
Which creates that split-second window for Jude Bellingham to explode into the empty box. I mean, we saw that exactly with his 2-minute double against Mexico.
We did. And if open play doesn't work, well, England has their set-piece playbook.
Yes, the set pieces. They don't just kick corners and hope for the best, do they?
No, not at all.
They treat corners almost like basketball plays. They literally assign players to set organized picks and blocks on Norway's tallest defenders. It creates this clean lane for Bellingham or Kane to just attack the ball.
Yeah, and if we connect this to the bigger picture, the betting odds might slightly favor England. But, the physiological constraints, the Miami heat, and Norway's absolute freshness, all of that points to a low-scoring, highly tactical battle.
So it's really about endurance.
Completely. England's success depends entirely on moving the ball rather than moving their exhausted legs.
Okay, so to summarize this for you, we are looking at a chess match here. It's England's exhausted set-piece mastery going up against Norway's well-rested physical transition machine.
And, this raises an important question about history, too. Norway famously stopped England from reaching the 1994 World Cup.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and that was also held right here in the United States.
Wow. Could these Viking dark horses replicate that exact heartbreak on American soil over 30 years later? I guess we will find out if England can survive the Miami sauna or if Halland's tactical black hole will swallow them whole.
Onside!